All right, everybody, welcome back to. I am struggling with this game. I really am. Welcome back to Slay the Princess, and welcome back to Scared Tonight. By the way, so a lot of cool stuff. We actually got to play this game for the first time yesterday, and we kind of like figured out how this game actually works. I'm going to just start this game with the content warning screen just for everybody, so that way if you click on this and you haven't seen the previous episodes, you're warned. So I figured that's just like probably the best way of handling that. So just as a heads up, you've all been warned. This is your warning about like bright lights and flickering effects and all that stuff. So anyways, let's just jump right into it. So for the last kind of round that we did, we tried to stab the princess, but we hesitated. So she kind of like low-key like kicked the blade, or like we kind of died. She beat us to death essentially. And then on the second chapter, we tried to she like kind of like mind controlled us and whatnot. We tried to kill her, and then we did kill her, but we also died. Now we're in chapter 3, and now we're kind of like in this like weird, like, I don't know how to explain it. It's like this weird world. So that's where we left off. So for those of you who don't remember, let's get into it. Whatever horrors you may find, these are spaces you have heart to see them through. So it does say this is a love story, which makes me think there must be then a like good ending. Like there must be some kind of like love ending. That's my assumption. I don't actually know, but that's gonna be my guess. So let's just get into it. Okay. So, Sai, look, if the world around you is changing, especially all the way out here, then that means you're nearing the point of no return. Whatever happens next, that's it. There won't be any more do-overs, so you better take things seriously. So, I guess this is the last chapter. That's all I can think about. So it feels like you're being pulled in 100 different directions. You better all listen to me when the time comes to make a choice.
So what if I'm speaking my mind? It's not like I've ever really got to say anything. What a crock of shit.
Damn, okay.
Yeah, you stabbed us last time. Repeatedly. It didn't even work. It doesn't count. We died. If you didn't submit to her, for all we know, that wouldn't have happened. It's the punishment you
It's true.
deserve, not listening. Aside from our soul,
Oh my god.
I don't think we have much to worry about. You're still the one in charge here, and I don't think that's ever going to change. The second he tries something, I'll put a stop to it.
The voice of the stubborn? We have another voice now? Oh boy. Okay. Turn around and leave. If I don't slay her, if I just stay here and do anything else and we hit this point of return, what happens?
What happens? Have you even been listening? It's the end is what happens. Yeah, but is there something after the end? How am I supposed to know? The end means finality. It's not like I can just peek on over to the other side and tell you what it's like there, if there even is a there. It doesn't matter because we're going to win. Now that's
Damn,
exactly
okay.
the mindset I like to see.
Damn, he's dedicated. He's in.
Flirt with Vivian, just focus on the present and everything will be absolutely.
Yo, homie's all in. Alright. So, no matter what happens next, it seems like our answers were... Okay. So we have two choices here. Do we go to the cabin, or do we turn around? That's the question. Do we go to the cabin, or do we turn around? Because that's going to be really our main cabin. Is that what we're going with? Cabin going once? Cabin going twice? Alright, cool. Let's, I don't like to silently proceed to the cabin.
Good. We're all on the same.
Okay.
It isn't long before you find yourself at the end of the path, staring up at the cabin on the hill. You'll find the princess within, as I'm sure you already know. End her. That's it? No final words of advice? I'd rather not waste any more time.
Oh boy.
I'm sure that any advice I'd give at this point is something you've already heard.
If there's still a princess in the cabin, maybe we can salvage things.
This guy pissed me
Maybe
off.
if we just grovel and apologize, things can go back to how they were before.
Bro, we were gonna die.
Cut it out, will you? We need to be tough right
Yeah, seriously.
now. So much harder than it has to be, so stop whining.
This dude, man, he is actively throwing. Homie is actively throwing.
The interior of the cabin is a place that feels long forgotten.
Oh my god.
There was once an elegance to its construction, carved marble columns holding a high arched roof, vaulted windows letting in the weak starlight.
No boy. I don't like any of this. I really don't like any of this.
But that is how it was. Now there is a growth that has overtaken it. A viscous fluid seeps from cracks in the stone walls, and it congeals into chaotic streaks of writhing nerves and wet clumps of living meat. That's horrible. You did this. The only furniture of note is a pulsating pedestal, a pristine blade perched on its edge. The blade is your implement. You'll need it if you want to do this right.
It's the mirror again, and this time it's blocking the exit. Huh. So we're gonna take the blade first.
Take the blade from the pedestal. It will be difficult to slay the princess and save the world without a weapon.
Okay.
Good. Nothing feels better than gripping cold steel.
Okay. So we have to address the mirror this time. There's no way for us to address... We can't not address the mirror. So... The true question is... do we say something about the mirror? Or do we just go to the mirror? And my instinct says... to bring up the mirror, that the fact that there is another mirror again. I think that's kind of like... See, it lets me skip this, which is interesting.
A mirror? There is no mirror. There's the pedestal and the door to the basement. Just tell us where the door is. I'd like to get back to fighting, and if you want us to kill her so bad, I'm sure you feel the same. No, I don't know what to tell you. There isn't a mirror because I would know if there was a mirror. You're either seeing things or you're confused on the definitions of door and mirror.
Oh no.
Or you're seeing...
It's not the mirror again.
What are you trying to say?
That we're succumbing to madness, that something in us is broken.
That's an unnecessarily melodramatic
Oh, no.
hallucination, but sure. I'm not going to waste time arguing with any of you. It's in our way. Let's just smash it. You step forward and approach
I don't like this.
hesitating before you open it. As if you don't see it. You really don't, do you? How strange.
I don't like any of this.
It's a bit grimy. Why don't we wipe it clean? Wipe what clean? Are you still on about
I don't like any of this.
It's not real.
I don't like any of this.
No, we can't doubt our eyes like that. It has to be real.
I don't like any of this. Mirrors creep me out.
Smash it. Smash it to pieces. It's the only thing keeping us from her.
Oh my god.
Don't you want to know what we'll see in there? We won't be able to see anything if we smash it. Now, with him on this one. Smash it. Let's get violent already. Do whatever you want with it. The mirror isn't real, so how you handle it doesn't matter.
Oh,
aside
boy.
from wasting dangerous amounts of time.
I'm gonna smash it. Only because the last time we looked into the mirror, we got a creepy face. So... We already looked in the mirror the first time we played it. So I'm assuming that would lead us to have the same exact ending?
You bring your fist crashing down against the door leading to the basement. As if on command, it slowly slides open, scraping against the stone floor.
Okay.
Its ancient hinges
What's up, Effects? How are you?
as the dim path ahead. Why am I not surprised?
Oh my god.
You step forward into the darkness. The stairs leading
I'm
down
so
are
terrified.
both narrow and grandiose. A high vaulted ceiling stretches up into a gloom beyond your sight, while walls wet with tumorous growth press in
I'm doing okay.
You feel both unprotected and trapped, at once exposed and claustrophobic.
Okay. Alright. I'm gonna put my water down. Alright.
The air is thick, its odor an oppressive violence. The metallic scent of fresh blood twisting with the nauseating embers of charred remains. If the princess lives here, slaying her is probably doing her a favor.
Yeah, I'm sure.
Bellowing rain
Are you being safe with all like the hurricane stuff?
Was suffering the
Oh my
tangents
God.
of my ascension not enough for you? Was it not enough to rend my divine heart?
Oh boy.
Come, see the horrors you've wrought upon my flesh, and feel my hands set upon your throat.
Oh, they didn't come nearby there. Oh, no. Oh, that's good. That's good to know.
She's
Oh my god.
why?
I don't
Why
like this.
desecrate her? Why couldn't I stop you?
I don't like any of this. I am suffering so much.
got to stop thinking about her like that. It isn't doing anyone any good.
Man. I am literally the biggest coward
She's
I know.
not some untouchable god. She's an abomination. We're going to put an end to her once and for
I'm very okay with admitting that I'm a coward, by the way. Like, I'm 100% like, when it comes to scary stuff like this, like creepy stuff, I don't do it.
Then what does that make us?
She was going to end the world last time. If I might interject, you didn't make her into an abomination. She's always been what she is. It's why you're here. And it's why your task is so important. You make your way to the bottom of the stairs.
Oh my god.
The chamber's walls are painted in blood, a deep, sickening red that drips down in
Okay.
streams onto the charred corpses that make up its floor. This place reeks of torment, of ripped skin and burning bone.
Okay.
The princess stands in its center, muscles flayed and bare and weeping, draped in a tattered dress of her own skin. Her heart beats from its place in her open chest.
Do you know what I'm going to do to you?
There's
Oh,
not so much a
okay.
moment of hesitation before she steps forward. Her chains pull taut, holding fast as she strains against them. The cuff around her wrist digs deeper into her skin. Blood drips from the place where metal meets flesh. And then, with a nauseating sound,
Oh, shit.
the skin tears. It plops to the ground.
Oh, we're fucked.
She pulls her red, glistening arm free from her binding.
Oh, we're so dead.
She is loose, and she is coming for you. Let
Oh yeah, she's gonna kill us.
for what you did to her.
It's the punishment I deserve for letting it happen.
Screw that. We can win. We've done it before, and we'll do it again. Only this time we'll make it out the other side. Hell, she's practically done most of the work for us.
Oh my god. Okay. Let's see. I'm going to end you. Do we say something? Okay, so we can let her get us. We can try talking to her. Alright. Do we try to talk to her in general? We'll get into the specifics after that. Do we slay her or do we let her kill us? That's the true question. That's the true question right now. You're saying slay? I don't know. Well, the first time we played through this, Yeah, this we have a stubborn voice now, and we have still the broken voice and the narrator. The first time we played through, there was no chapter 3, so I have no idea. I don't know. What's up, Bill? How you doing? I am gonna guess. I didn't even see that you said hey, everyone. I feel bad now. You got covered by all the bot stuff. Can the narrator be trusted at this point? I don't think the narrator's been wrong. I'm good. I fixed the latency things, by the way, guys. So now I can, like, talk to you guys in real time. Alright. Slay going once. Slay going twice. Alright. Do we say we're gonna slay her, or do we just slay her? That's the real question now. Oh, what's up, Clay? Just slay? Say something and slay? Say something? Say something and slay? I don't know. I don't know. I'm gonna end you.
You'll try. And that's what I've been so excited for. Let's hurt each other.
Your heart full of fear, you charge towards the princess, your eyes locked on each other, both of you prepared to lay down your very essence in one blow. It's now or never. Let's make it a beautiful blaze of glory. With a horror quench, you are unwound.
I hope you weren't planning on dying. We're going to make this last forever. Huh. I feel cold. I've never felt cold before.
What? True to her word, you do not die by her hand, nor will you ever. It's time for you to leave. Memory returns.
She's gone. Where did she go? Should we try and find her? And there's that mirror again. Why is it here? Why now? What is that supposed to mean? Whatever awful thing I felt before, it feels so much worse now. This is what we all deserve, isn't it? Screw that! This can't be the end, it just can't!
We're gonna go to the mirror again. Dear God, once again, we're always at... You've grown. You find yourself in the long quiet once again. You are at the cabin.
Flickering lights in empty cityscapes become pockets of vitality and movement. I am more than I was before.
Wait, does the game remember my first playthrough?
Whenever you are ready, I will wipe your slate clean once again.
Interesting. So the game remembers our first playthrough? Are you the same being as you were before, and how much have you changed?
Is a child the same as an infant? I am an unbroken pattern, but every vessel gives fresh perspectives.
Interesting!
Expression. I am different, but I am the same.
That's so cool! Everything you say feels like a riddle. Can you give me a straight single answer?
I'm sorry. Words are difficult for me.
Interesting.
They never fully weave what I wish to say. If you do not like my answers, then you need not ask me questions. The vessels you choose to bring me carry far more meaning than anything words could say in the spaces between.
Interesting. What does it feel like to change like this?
Eyes close in reflection. Perspectives meld together, and the breadth of my experience stretches to new corners. There are contradictions, conflicts in my nature, and there are familiarities that bind everything together. It feels correct. This is what I need to be. This is the only path forward. With every gift you bring me, I excavate the alleys of what I am meant to be, and every exploration yields new and complicated truths. What I will be is different than what I am. What I am is different from what I was.
That's so interesting.
I cannot tell you what desires I will hold when I have changed. But in this moment, all I want is to know myself and to know you.
You know, at the end of this, once you're finished, I'm going to kill you, right? When I go back, it's as if an invisible wall closes around me. Why can't I... Why can I not do the same things I've done before? You have been kinder to me than anyone else I've met. Thank you. Let's see. Huh. What do you... Let's see, how many more vessels do you need to bring you? Okay, so let's go with... Let's say, you know, at the end of this, once you're finished, I'm going to kill you.
There is still much to be seen. Neither of us know the depths of our being. Perhaps at the end of this, I will be the one to kill you. Or perhaps we will leave this place together and find new horizons to discover.
You've been kinder to me than anyone else I've met, thank you.
Why wouldn't I be kind to you? You are the only thing I know that isn't me.
Interesting. Do you have any thoughts on this vessel?
This one is desecration. She placed the weight of her agony on you, yet it is she who unwound herself. But there is passion and empathy in her misery. She will make for a burning heart. Do not mourn her. She has finally found peace.
What do you want me to bring you next time?
Gifts aren't what someone tells you to bring them. Do not worry. There are no wrong answers. And every perspective illuminates my shadows and shares new secrets. Those paths lead to worlds you've already seen, and to perspectives I have already made my own. They are useless to us now, inaccessible. The only paths of value are those that are yet untread.
Interesting. Wait, so does she force us to go down paths that I haven't seen? Is that right? So you don't have any preferences on how you like to change or grow?
My preference is for you to show me what you would like me to see. I cannot know the ways I wish to grow, for I have yet to feel them. It is you who guides me down the thin trail of perspective and memory.
Oh, how do you feel about me?
The vessels are a weave of emotion at odds with themselves, but they are only perspectives. They are not me. The wounds they've suffered carve texture around my heart. Without them, I would be as I was before. I would be alone and without sensation. I could not feel the joy of having you by my side, for I would not know your absence. If I am to be an ocean, you have given me enough to build a pond. My waters are shallow and murky, and I yearn for more perspective. I will transcend in due time, and there is no way forward but to contribute to my awakening.
Got it. So I don't want to attack the entity, I don't think. Because the last time we attacked her, nothing happened. So I guess the more endings we get, the more this creature evolves, which is very interesting. I'm ready to go back.
I await your return, but it will give me time to reflect on what I am. We will meet again.
Everything goes dark, and you die. Chapter 1, The Hero and the Princess. Oh my god!
You're on a path in the woods, and at the end of that path is a cabin. And in the basement of that cabin is a princess.
I can't. I can't with this game.
You're here to slay her.
If you don't, it'll be
don't,
the end of the world.
It will be the end of the world.
Yeah, so I actually can't. Interesting. She does force me to go down a path. I just realized that. I can't go the other way. Like in the very first playthrough, remember we didn't go to the cabin? We ended up going a completely different path. So she does lock us. Interesting. That's very interesting.
Yes, but you'll have to slay her before you get it.
I mean, can you tell me what my prize is going to be for doing a good job?
It's a secret, but I think you'll like it. And it's a special reward, just for you. And whatever you think it might be, I can promise you it's going to be even better than your wildest imagination.
Alright. I think this time around, let's listen to the narrator. Let's do everything that the narrator says. Because up till now, we've trolled the narrator, and we have kind of defied the narrator a little bit. So let's just listen to what he says and see what happens. I think that's a solid playthrough, right? So let's give it a shot. So he wants us to go to the cabin. Sweet, I always wanted to Alpha Monarch, Viva la Revolution.
That's the spirit. You make your way up the short path to the cabin. You'll find the princess within. We're not going to go through with this, right? She's a princess. We're supposed to save princesses, not slay them. Ignore him. He doesn't know what he's talking about.
Okay, we go into the cabin.
The interior of the cabin is almost entirely bare. The air is stale and musty, and the floor and walls are painted in a fine layer of dust. The only furniture of note is a plain wooden table. Perched on that table
is a pristine blade.
The blade is your implement. You'll need it if you want to do this right.
Alright. Let's take the blade.
You take the blade from the table. It'd be rather difficult to slay the princess and save the world without it.
Alright, let's go to the basement.
The door to the basement creaks open, revealing a staircase faintly illuminated by an unseen light in the room below. This is an oppressive place. The air feels heavy and damp.
Oh boy.
A hint of rot filtering from the ancient wood.
Okay.
If the princess really lives
Okay,
here,
okay.
slaying her is probably doing her a favor. Her voice carries up the stairs.
Who's there?
She sounds dangerous. It's almost as if she's the one in charge down here.
Don't let it fool you. It's all part of the manipulation.
Alright. I think this time I'm not going to talk. I think I'm just going to go straight to kill her. So let's just go down the stairs.
You're still listening to reason. You walk down the stairs and lock eyes with the princess. There's a heavy chain around her wrist, binding her to the far wall of the basement.
She's so coldly beautiful. Is she really a threat to the
We're just going to go straight to murder her.
Focus on the task at hand.
And there you are. Are you here to kill me or something?
We're not gonna say a word. We're just gonna steel our nerves and step forward.
You step forward, your grip on the blade tightening as you steel your resolve.
Oh? No talking then? Fine. What even makes you think you can kill me? I'm probably chained up in this basement for a reason, right? And if that knife is the only weapon you have, you'll have to get close enough to use it. So, you should just drop it. Best not to risk finding out what I can do.
She's unarmed. If you hesitate now,
Yeah.
it'll be too late.
So he tells us if we hesitate now, it'll be too late.
You lunge forward without a moment's hesitation. You feel flesh easily give way and look down to see your blade already sinking
Ha!
deep in
Not
your
this time, bitch!
Oh. This is it, isn't it? I'm almost embarrassed. I should have seen that coming. But I have to wonder, do you actually believe this was enough to kill me?
It's like she's convinced she can't die. Yes, even as she lays there dying, she entirely believes herself to be alive and well. But it's over, isn't it? She stopped breathing moments ago, that arrogant look still plastered on her face. But is it over? Really over?
Of course it is. She's dead.
Yes, exactly. It's over. With your work done, you make your way back up the stairs, closing the door to the basement behind you.
Oh, I don't like any of this.
Why do I feel like we've done something terrible? You did kill someone. Greater good or not, something would be very wrong with you if you didn't feel at least a little bad. But it was for the greater good. One of these days that will sink in and help ease your guilty conscience. But that day isn't today. Let's just get out of here.
Okay, let's leave.
You open the cabin door, ready to return to a world saved from certain doom. Only, a world saved from certain doom isn't what you find. Instead, what you find is nothing at all. Where a lush forest stood mere minutes ago, the only thing in front of you now is the vast emptiness of some place far away.
Oh, I don't like this.
What happened? Everyone is fine. It's just that you and the cabin are now far away from. Don't worry. You'll be safe here. This is good. Everyone is happy. You'll be happy.
Did the narrator kill us? Oh, okay. Wait. I was kind of hoping to get a better ending for saving the world.
This isn't an ending. In fact, now that the princess has been slain, endings are a thing of the past. No. This is the beginning of eternity. Your reward.
What?
This is what's best for everyone. Trust me. Time passes. You can't be sure if it's days or months or years or even decades.
Bro!
It's all a wonderful, boring blur. You've never been happier.
Yo, is he gaslighting us right now?
Psst. Hey, we're not just gonna stay here forever, right?
Didn't you hear the narrator? I'm happy we're happy.
Are we really happy? Or is he just telling us that we are?
Okay, maybe I'm not happy, and I'm not just saying this because you're the last person I talked to. No.
Good. Because I have an idea to get us out of here. Though you're probably not going to like it. The blade. We can use the blade to get out of this. I can hear everything you say, little voice. There's only one thing it would want you to use that blade on, and I'm afraid that thing is you, dear hero. He's right. It's the only way out. Do you hear that? It wants to take this happiness away from you. It wants this wonderful place to end. Do you not? There's more for us to do. And the only way for us to do it is to take that blade and use it. Don't you dare.
hear me out. I still want to listen to the narrator. Yeah, would it, using the blade, kill us?
How astute. You are absolutely correct. Using the blade to kill yourself would kill you, and you shouldn't do it. In a sense, we die, but looking at things from another angle, are we even really alive anymore? This place, it's nothing. It's absolutely nothing. It's just the same thing, constantly, forever. I know this is out there, but trust me, I know using the blade will work. That little voice didn't want you to slay the princess. It didn't want you to be happy.
Okay. You better be right about this. I'm pretty upset if we die. I'm gonna say you're right. I didn't like the idea. I'm just gonna stick around and do nothing.
What a relief. I suppose we've got all the time in the world for you to change your mind. More happy time passes, though the word begins to lose its meaning. Time, that is, not happy. Happy still has plenty of meaning. Please, shake yourself out of it. We have to get out of here. The little voices, please, fall on deaf ears. Eventually you pass into a blissful state of pure existence. Though words like eventually and pass ceased to have any meaning to you long before that shift, you simply exist. Happy. Forever.
You have already committed to my completion. You cannot go further astray.
What the fuck is that? The narrator was like, alright, bro, here you go. This is your good ending. That was fucking funny. Oh my god. Okay, but it wasn't an ending, though, because now we're continuing. Okay, maybe I'm not happy. I'm not just saying that because you're the last person I talked to.
Because I have an idea to get us a blade. I can hear everything. He's
Yeah.
right. Do you hear? Do you not?
So this is the same thing. I'm pretty upset if we die.
Die? You can yell at me all you want. I made this happy little place for you. Is this not a good enough reward for saving the world? An eternity of bliss? You ingrate? Fine. Whatever. For the first
Damn.
time since time stopped meaning anything, you throw open the door to the basement and walk down the stairs. The princess's body is dust and bones, though the blade you used to slay her is still as pristine as the day you first held it. You pick up the blade, you stab yourself, and you die.
Oh.
The end. Nice knowing you.
What? Chapter 2, The Spectre.
You're on a path in the woods, and at the end of that path is a cabin.
Oh my god.
And in the basement of that cabin is a princess.
So every story has like a chapter 2 at least.
You're here to slay her. If you don't, it will be the end of the world.
Oh, you bastard, you're in for it now. I'm wise to your tricks. But I killed myself. What am I doing
I
here?
can assure you that you're not dead. And to answer your second question, you're here to slay the princess. I literally told you that a second ago. If he doesn't remember what happened, then maybe it's best to keep it that way. That's fine. It wasn't very hard to kill her last time. We'll just do it again. Well, if for whatever reason you're going to insist that this has happened
The
before,
voices are cold.
at least your
Interesting.
heart's in the right place.
Yeah, why should I listen to you?
Those are two very different questions, but fine, I'll indulge you if that's what it takes to get you moving. Let's say for a moment that this really is the second time you've met me, or at least...
Oh, yeah, we heard this.
You died last time, which probably only happened...
Yeah, alright.
Had you hit a...
So, let's go to the cabin.
A warning before you go any further. She will lie. She will
Do we just kill her again?
She
Like, do I
will
just go
everything
straight to
in
kill her
her
again?
power to stop you from slaying her. Don't believe a word she says.
She won't be a problem.
I don't like any of
The
this.
interior of the cabin is cold.
Oh my
A
god.
soft odor
The
of
stupid
earth
mirror again.
permeating the air. Cobwebs flutter in the corners. You can hear wind whistling outside, banging the shutters against the windows. The only furniture of note is an elegant antique table with a
I think the
twisted
next
blade
playthrough we
perched
should not
on the
use
edge.
this, the blade.
The blade is your implement. You'll need it if you want to do this right. It feels like no one's been here for a long, long time. Like I've been saying, she's dead. We killed her already.
Take the blade.
You take the blade from the table.
Alright.
It will be difficult to slay the princess and save the world without a weapon. Very different.
Yeah, cabin's different.
Maybe that's because you haven't actually been here. I hope this means you'll finally drop that ridiculous second life proposition. You haven't died. You certainly haven't already slain the princess. So focus up. A lot's riding on this.
Okay. Yeah, I don't want to touch the mirror.
The door to the basement groans open, revealing an old banister and a creaky wooden stairwell. Everything is coated in a thick layer of dust, and you can feel it settle into your lungs as you breathe in the stale air. The very building itself feels dead. If the princess lives here, slaying her would probably be doing her a favor.
Okay.
The room below is silent. Nobody's here. Naturally.
Oh yeah, that's the first time the room has been
As much as
quiet.
I appreciate the optimism, you shouldn't be so sure.
Guess we'll just have to go down and see. As you descend the final step, the form of the princess comes into view. A skeletal body, lying in a heap on the floor, its wrist still bound to the wall by a thick chain.
Oh, this is gonna be some jump scare shit.
Okay, she's definitely dead.
It's just like I told you.
Before you have a chance to finish your thought, the top of a head appears from
Nope.
underneath the floor. Two deep-set eyes stare up at you, followed
Nope,
by
I don't like this.
skeletal
Nope.
grin. And finally, the rest of the body floats up to join the head. Wait, this isn't right. What's going on here? Ghost!
Oh. Wow. How absolutely
wow.
terrifying. What's a ghost supposed to do to us?
Oh, it's you. Hiya, killer.
Oh my god.
I was hoping to see you again. I have some issues with how our last meeting went.
Nope.
Princess
I don't like any of
moves
this.
the room into your orbit, gently running her fingers across your shoulders and down your neck
Nope.
as she circles you. Her touch is cold and ethereal, formless yet real enough that her icy fingertips send
Nope.
shivers dancing.
I don't
across
like
your
any of this.
So she has a body, and she's right there. That means we could kill her again, if we wanted to.
Alright, chat. What's up, Legend? How you doing? Okay. So. Do we slay or not? That's the true question here. Do we slay or do we not? That's the real question here. You're saying not. Don't slay the waifu. Don't slay the waifu. Oh man. Oh my god, you guys can't do this at 50-50. That's not cool. You can't do that. Alright. Alright, votes getting at 1, 2, 3. Okay, looks like we're not slaying the waifu. Alright.
I see you brought that annoying knife again. So, are you waiting for a chance to use it? Or are you here for something else?
See, this is exactly what I was trying to tell you about the woods. This already happened. We killed her. Do you know why you came back? She did threaten us last time. That is fair. People who wanted you dead tricked me, and the enemy of my enemy is my friend. Let's team up. You know what? That's true. The people who wanted you dead tricked me. So let's team up.
Nobody tricked you. And the fact that the princess's spirit has risen from the dead should be more than enough evidence that she isn't exactly...
No, bro, you screwed me over. You kept me in the stupid hut.
She's pretending.
No, you kept me in the stupid hut, bro. You threw me in a hut in, like, Inception space thing, and I had no idea how to get out, and then I had to kill myself. So, no. No, screw you, narrator.
I wouldn't say she's ever pretended to be sweet or innocent.
She does have a little bit of an attitude, but I can't blame her.
In a hut without the pizza part, exactly.
I wouldn't be nice to my murderer if I was killed.
The fact that you apparently botched the landing isn't on the me you're talking to, nor is it on any other version of me that you've encountered.
No, bro. You're lying. That's cap.
You're using a lot of words to say a lot of nothing.
The enemy of my enemy.
The princess circles you again, her icy fingertips trailing up your spine, sending shivers rippling across your flesh.
I don't want enemies. I don't want to fight. I just want to go home. Is that really so much to ask?
And just where is home, I wonder?
I don't know where home is. I just know it isn't here. But I can feel it calling to me from someplace far away. Wherever I'm supposed to be, it's out there.
How specific. And how convenient for her. You see what she's doing, right? She's suggesting that the only way you can rid yourself of her would be to let her out. Which, in case you haven't been listening, will spell the end of the entire world.
Okay, so you did threaten me last time, though, and I feel like we need to address that.
Well, yeah. You brought a knife with you. Was I supposed to just welcome you with open arms when you obviously had stabbing on the mind?
That's fair. I mean, that's actually pretty fair. The knife could have been for anything.
It could have, but it wasn't. You can't blame me for threatening a would-be knife-wielding murderer. Especially when that would-be knife-wielding murderer became an actual knife-wielding murderer.
I mean, okay, her logic is pretty sound on this one. Do you know why you came back?
How should I know? Why does anyone come back? Maybe I have unfinished business with you. Or maybe you have unfinished business with me. All I know is there's a hole in my chest. Not the big obvious one that you put there. There's something older and deeper. A nagging reminder that I'm not where I'm supposed to be.
Is there any way I can get you home? Do you need someone to bury these bones?
No. Those bones are just a body. They aren't me. Bury them. Smash them. It won't do a thing. But you can help me. This place won't let me leave. At least, not alone. I've tried. Before you came back to me, I explored every inch of this place, even the spaces between the walls. But I never found a way out. I always wound up right back here.
Maybe we should just leave. If she can't get out on her own, then why do we have to do...
I mean, that's a good point. If she can't leave, what's the
Probably
point?
walk out right now and everything will be fine.
Like, realistically.
Hasn't got out and can't get out are two very different things. It'd be dull anyway. It's more interesting if we make a choice.
But you can come and go as you please, can't you? So, Let me hitch a ride. After all,
Oh my god.
Absolutely.
I did not like that. I did not like that.
Are you asking if she can possess us? She is. And I hope I don't need to explain why you can't let that happen. It would be catastrophic if she managed to escape this place.
Nope, we're
And
out.
if you let her in,
Nope.
there is very
Nope.
little
That was too
anyone
demonic
can
for
do
me.
to stop her. Would she be able to see us if we went along with it? Now, isn't that an interesting thought? We could finally bring her face to face with him. I wonder what she would have to say to the one who wants her dead so badly. You won't like how things play out if you go down this path.
Wait. If we let her possess us, we can have her turn on the narrator? Oh, shoot. What if I say no?
then I won't hitch a ride.
You won't hitch a ride if I say no, and you can't hitch a ride.
I'm sure you'd like to know. It's a shame I won't tell you. But it'll be easier for both of us if you just let me in. And doesn't it sound nice?
I don't like any of this.
Maybe for her, but it's crowded enough in here as is.
You won't have to feel guilty anymore. If you even do feel guilt.
It could be the best way to trap her for good. Doesn't seem like it would be very easy to end the world from inside someone else's body.
Yeah, but if you have full control of the
That
body,
is
doesn't
a
matter.
Very dangerous train of thought.
If I let you in, do I still get to be in control?
Sure. Why not?
That doesn't sound very reassuring.
Yeah, that was not really reassuring at
I
all.
can't believe you're even entertaining her right now. I mean, just look at her. Do you think she has good intentions for her murderer's body? Of course she doesn't.
It'll be just temporary, right? You'll leave once we're out of the cabin.
If I'm able to. But for all we know, that's not how it works. Maybe I'll wind up stuck with you for a long time.
Do you hear the way she said that? She knows more than she's letting on. Don't let her fool you into doing something you'll regret.
Okay. Huh. Before I agree to anything, we need to talk about what happens after you leave this place. I was told you'd end the world.
And what? You just believed that? You killed me without giving it any thought? That's cold.
That's rich coming from her. Every time she touches us, it's like we freeze over.
She's right, though, but that's neither here nor there. What's done is done. What we do from this point forward is all that matters. Let's try not to let emotion get the better of it.
Okay. Yeah. Well, were you gonna end the world?
I don't know. I just wanted to leave. I still just want to leave.
You didn't answer my question. Do you want to end the world?
The only thing I've ever wanted was to leave this place. It's still the only thing I want.
So Ben, you gonna how are ya? Shoot. You still didn't answer the question. Even if you don't want to end it, just letting you out here mean the world's gonna end.
It does. We're not asking you. We've heard your whole speech already.
I really don't know. I'm not lying to you. I promise. The world doesn't matter. All I remember is that I'm supposed to be there, not here. I'm just supposed to be a part of it. It's its home, I think. But what does it mean for anything to end? I ended, but I also didn't. I'm not so sure endings are real.
What are you gonna do if I help you get out of here?
I don't know. Maybe I'll just fade away. finally able to rest once I'm free from my unfinished business. Maybe I'll find someone to haunt. Maybe I'll haunt you. It's a tough question, asking someone what she's going to do with her life.
The princess leans in close and
Oh no, I
pauses,
don't like
the
this.
frigid air between you stale and unmoving.
Especially when that someone is dead.
She pulls back with a playful giggle.
I don't think most living people could answer that either. Does anyone actually know who they are or what they want?
Leave it at that. Okay, there's a lot of options here. Okay. So our real... Okay, team, I'm out of ideas. Any thoughts?
Try violence. It's worked for us so far. She's a ghost. Who says ghosts are immune to violence?
Ah, that's facts.
Common sense?
I mean...
There's nothing common or sensible about common sense. Action and observation are the only things that matter.
Alright, so I think the option is going to be let her possess us.
Fine.
Or we
Let
kill
me
her.
Observe that the acts of killing her and killing ourselves haven't got us much of anywhere. We're still back in this cabin, we're still dealing with her. Only now she has a good reason to hate us. I suppose you have a point. Do you have any ideas then? I don't know. Maybe we do what she wants. Maybe we let her possess us and walk out of here. We could. It would be something different.
Yeah, it would be different. We've always tried to just kill her.
Absolutely not. If you walk her out of here, she's going to end the world. Is that really so bad? Yes. It is by its very definition bad. But those are the only options, aren't they? Violence or doing what she wants. Or just leaving her down here. Though ignoring a problem is rarely a solution, is it?
Okay. Okay. So these are our options. I'm going to put up the thing real quick. So our options are very I don't think we have too many options, to be honest with you. The options are to slay, to leave, to just straight up say no, which I don't think is going to do anything. Or possess. Like, that's pretty much the only options that we have. Like, our only options are we either let her possess us, we always slay. Man, I don't know. Hey, can we kill a ghost though? Like that's the real question. Like, if we try to do this, she's a ghost. Like, what if we try to kill her and she doesn't die? Then what? All right. Votes going once. Votes going twice. All right. Guess we're... Oh, shoot. Now we're tied. You gotta be kidding me. Now we're tied. Jesus Christ. God damn. Now we have a two-way tie when someone else said leave. Oh my god. I don't know. Oh, don't make me be the tiebreaker. I don't know. Let's slay. I don't know. We've always slain. Should we try something different? All right. 3, 2, 1, and polls are now closed. All right. I'm going to slay because it was the first one to get to beat the top answer.
Without a moment's hesitation, you lash out with your blade. It's like you're slashing at air.
Yep, there it
No
is.
matter how many times you stab
I knew
at
it.
her, no matter how many angles you strike from, all you manage to do is interrupt her form, the skin of your hand prickling with cold as it passes through,
We can't kill
unable
a
to find
ghost.
anything solid.
You're adorable when you're confused.
But I didn't say you could touch me.
Why are you even here? Just making sure you finish the job, or what?
Slay. All right, do we slay harder? is that the goal right now? Is that the option? It's I guess slay harder, right? Like
You swing at the princess once more, and once more your blade cuts through nothing as she disappears.
Really?
Her voice chides from elsewhere in the room. You whirl around,
I don't like
finding
this.
her hovering between you
I
and
don't
the
like
basement
this.
stairs, looking you over with grim disappointment. She draws in close.
I was willing to let bygones be bygones, killer. I was willing to ignore everything you did to me so we could get out of here. Together. All I ever wanted was to leave this place. All I ever wanted was to find a way back home. Wherever home is.
Her eyes turn from wells of sorrow
Oh, I don't like
to
this.
pits of wrath as she stares.
I don't like any of this.
How does violence
Jesus.
did you speak?
She forces her hand into your chest, and then... Yes? Nothing happens.
Are you sure about that?
I mean, she's a ghost.
Should have happened, and yet it didn't. We're fine.
I'm gonna just stare at her.
You can't be sure if you first hear or feel what happens next, but it is over before you can fully conceptualize what it is. The horrific splintering, the squelching of organs, the rending of tissue, an icy, numbing pain.
I'm done asking. The next time I see you, I'm taking everything I owed. Starting with your body.
Oh boy.
If you won't choose to give me my freedom, I'll just have to make you give it to me.
She's real now. If she's making us dead, we should return the favor. You swing your blade towards her briefly corporeal throat. It connects. A gash widens across her neck, glowing ectoplasm leaking from the wound. But it's too little,
shoot.
too late. In her hand, you realize she clutches your still beating heart. It thumps unsettlingly. Did we get her? Even if we didn't, we've given her something to remember.
See you soon, killer.
I'm afraid you'll never know. As she crushes your precious organ in her hand, everything goes dark, and you die. You're on a path.
God damn it.
And here we go again.
Yep.
Off
I'll have to slay her again.
Again.
The deck's stacked, isn't it? We kill her, we start again.
The voice of the cheated? Oh my god.
We start again. I'm starting to think we're being run in circles just for the sake of it.
God damn it.
Come on. Let's not give in to all that misery just yet. There's got to be a way out of this. There's got to be a right answer.
Yeah. And what if there
Oh
isn't?
my God.
Aren't you listening to me? What if all of this was rigged from the start?
That's ridiculous.
Oh my
There'd be
god.
no point in all this if it was just some kind of cosmic busy work.
I think that's exactly what it is. The powers that be seeing how many ways they can screw with us. Could be it's all some kind of sick joke to them.
Wouldn't that get, I don't know, boring? Okay, so you've already
Yeah.
been here. Twice even. Great. Then let me poke a few holes in your depressing little theory. Nobody here is screwing with you, and I can't imagine any scenario where you would have started over.
Bro,
after slaying
we
the
literally had to
princess.
start over, like,
Well,
well, in this
we
playthrough, I
didn't
guess 2 times.
have to start over. We killed ourselves. And why, pray tell, did you do that? Because you decided to foist an infinite tedium on us.
That doesn't sound like me. If I'd had everything my way, you would have effortlessly slain the princess, saved the world, and been given your happy ending.
We did get the happy
The
ending.
ending was the tedium. You locked us in a cabin, sent that cabin to an endless void, and then you told us we were happy.
Yo, Hobie's calling him out.
Well, were you happy? Of course we weren't happy. That's why we killed ourselves. It was awful. It was boring. It was bullshit.
What kind of happy ending are we talking about here?
So you
That's the
killed
after
yourself.
hours stream of FX.
Yes. And then she killed us. Even though she was already dead. This is all fake. Okay, let's try to get back on track. You're real. The princess is real. The world is real. The people in the world are real. And the danger she poses to all of them is also, quite unfortunately, real.
Let's save after dark.
Whatever you did the first time, it sounds like it almost worked. So how about you give it one last try? Because killing yourself seemed to undo all the good you almost managed to accomplish. All this standing around and talking is boring. Let's at least do something. Maybe we'll
Oh,
kill her
boy.
again. Maybe we won't. Maybe we'll even...
We should just free her, I think. Alright. There's something else we haven't tried. Just turn around and leave. Alright. Do we go to the cabin or do we leave? We have left before. So we have gotten the leaving ending, but I don't know if it's the same leaving ending now at this point, you know? Because she's a ghost. Go in? Alright.
You continue down the path towards the cabin.
I was gonna say, we already
Steps
did do the
away from
leaving
your
ending,
destination.
so...
I don't think you need any words of warning. I think you know what's in there, and despite your protestations, I think you know what you need to do. The more he talks, the more I'm interested in setting her free.
Yeah, honestly, I am interested in setting her free at this point.
Whatever. You don't want to listen to me? Do it then. Let her out. See what I care.
Like, honestly, he already screwed us over, then we tried to not... Then we tried to kill her again, and then we got screwed over again. Have you ever tried to use reverse psychology on me, or have you given up? Let's just go in the cabin.
The interior of the cabin is long and dark, a single narrow hallway stretching far into the distance.
Now here's the mirror again.
Curtains billow out from tall windows on either side, obscuring the path forward, fluttering helplessly as opposing gusts of wind rush into the building, clashing and joining and driving everything forward. The only furniture of note is... That's strange. What's strange? Is it the mirror? The mirror? No, there isn't a mirror.
Your homie never
Strange
sees a
is
mirror.
There isn't much of anything in here at all, aside from the curtains. There's supposed to be a pristine blade.
Yeah, where actually is the blade?
Great. Something else has been taken away from us. I suppose the only way to go is forward. So forward we will go. Blade or not, it doesn't really matter, does it?
Let's go to the mirror.
You slowly make your way towards the gaping maw that awaits you. Your fraying nerves buzz with trepidation, the chill wind raising your hackles as it gently pushes you forward, towards the darkness at the end of the hallway. You can't shake the feeling that you're being watched. We've always been watched. You're watching us right now.
Good.
Sometimes the feeling is just stronger than others. I feel like you're trying to put us on edge. We don't need all this anticipation. We just need this to be over. You stop as you reach the end of the hallway, I presume in front of whatever mirror isn't actually there. What are the odds she's waiting for us right now? Just out of sight, on the other side of that glass. You reach your arm forward into the pitch black of the opening. Nothing. It's like this place read our mind just to mess with us.
What you looking at, killer? Staring
No, I
at
don't
your
like this.
blade? Thinking about what it'd be like.
Nope, I don't like this.
I know exactly how you feel.
Shit, where is she? You feel something long and frigid coil around your ankle.
Nope.
Your heart skips a beat, standing in muted shock
Nope.
for a long, frozen moment. And then it, she, the princess, constricts. Your bones snap. Icy pain radiates up from the break, a deep cold flooding your veins as your legs,
Oh my God.
with the shock of it, collapse. And you collapse with them. You're met with a terrifying
Oh my
vision of
God.
the princess. Her hand
grips your leg in a steel vice, her grin carved
Jesus.
ear to ear, crowded with far too many long and crooked teeth.
Oh my god.
I feel I gave you a path to forgiveness. I gave you a chance to make things right. I thought maybe you'd seen what you've done and feel remorseful. Maybe try to make it up to me. But no, you'd rather use that knife to keep making
Oh my
the same
God.
mistake over and over and over. Even after I ripped your heart out, you still cut me. And for what? I didn't go anywhere. You didn't banish me. I'm right back here with you. A little better, a little worse. Well,
Oh my
maybe
god.
a lot worse. So, here's how this is going to go. I'm going to take your body, and I'm going to walk it out of here. And
Ugh.
you get to watch me do it. Completely helpless. Just like you left me.
I say we let her do it. It's something different.
Do we even have a choice?
You always have a choice. Maybe before, but not now. There isn't a blade this time.
Exactly. What choice is there if
Kick
there's
her.
a blade?
Kick her in the face.
Well, unless you have any specific ideas. I think my vote's the only one that counts.
We can struggle or let her possess us. I thought you couldn't possess me on your own though.
Now is then. This is now.
Look, we're even now. I killed you and then you killed me. Water on the bridge, right?
And you think that's even? How adorable. But I think you forgot about the part where you tried killing me again. If I were you, I would just want to get it over with. You lost your chance to call the shots. There's no going back to fix it now. You can either look on in horror or celebrate my freedom. But either way, you're about to become a passenger. Enough talking. We'll have plenty of time for chit-chat once this place is far behind us.
You
Oh
remain
my God.
pinned to the floor of the long hallway as the rest of the princess's body emerges. Her proportions all
Oh
wrong,
my God.
limbs bent and curling, moving in ways that defy your understanding. Her torso stretches until her face is practically touching
Oh my
yours,
God.
her neck cracking audibly as she twists to look at you from a fresh angle.
Are you sure you can't do anything to help us? Can't you, like, manifest a rock right on top of her head? And crush you along with her? Not that I even can manifest a rock. Besides, I thought you all wanted to free the princess.
Bro, I never agreed to freeing the princess.
You don't even have a weapon. So I'm afraid you're out of luck, which unfortunately means that I, and the rest of the world, are out of luck too. And whose fault is it there isn't a weapon here? Yours, I assume. There's supposed to be a pristine blade. Whatever you did in those previous lives of yours, you really messed up.
Bro, I didn't do anything with the
Seriously trying to
blade.
blame this on us?
Your vision fades.
Oh.
She tears open the membrane of your soul. You're awake. Eyes once again fixed
I don't
on the
like
long
any of this.
hallway, your vision swimming as the princess's command reverberates inside your skull. Her voice is all-encompassing. You feel wrong.
It's so cramped in here. Like there's some sort of growth trying to push us all out.
I know. You rise to your feet, though the pain in your ankle is blinding. Your body slumps against the wall, desperately leaning into it for support.
There's another option, you know.
Don't help either of them. Flip the table.
That gap where the
Oh
mirror
my
was,
god.
I don't think it goes anywhere. Let's throw ourselves into the abyss. Your body, still
Oh my
slumped
God.
against the wall, trapped between the princess's overwhelming will and the blinding pain of your splintered ankle, takes an excruciating step towards the cabin door. The movement is stiff, your body reduced to a marionette, pulled reluctantly along by your strings.
Okay. So. Man. This is... Alright. Do we go to the abyss? Or do we leave the cabin? Do we go to the abyss or do we leave the cabin? It seems very it looks like we're very much going the abyss route, huh? Listen, man. All right. Oh my god, you guys in these 50-50s, man. Like that literally does not help in any of these situations. Abyss? Okay. It looks like Abyss is starting to take it. Alright, well, we'll go Abyss then. 3, 2, 1, and close. Alright, cool. The Abyss.
In a single moment of overwhelming willpower, you tear your body from the wall and hurl it towards the gaping abyss. Capillaries burst and muscle fibers tear as you and the princess struggle over the reins of your body. One foot planted firmly on the edge where the floor ends, and the nothing begins. It's unquestionable that her reserves are greater than yours, but fortunately for you, the distance you have to cover is far shorter.
Enough is enough. I'm tired of us always losing. It's just a step away.
Yeah, we always lose. I mean, yeah, but still.
You throw everything you have against her and manage, for one brief moment, to overpower the princess's hold on your body. But that moment was all you needed. Your foot slips a few inches, and you collapse forward, the darkness swallowing you whole. Her thought slips through you.
Oh, I don't like this.
Unheeded as you fall, and fall,
I don't like any of this.
and fall.
Oh, I don't like any of this.
One end. But at least it's ours.
An empire of frigid nothing.
I don't think this qualifies as saving the world, but at least you didn't ruin it.
What happens now?
But I want to know what he thinks happens now. Oh. And why is that?
Oh, interesting.
He's gone.
That's true. He does leave. Oh my god. Terminal velocity ceases and you feel something, a mass growth torn out of you. You and the princess look at each other for a short moment. Yeah, the narrator always leaves at the end. You don't answer her before she's gone, and you feel resistance underneath your feet once more. Memory
She's
returns.
Where did she go? Should we try and find her? Where's that mirror again? Why is it here? Why now?
It's gonna be okay, trust me, we've been here before, and you always get scared. Let's just approach the mirror. You approach the mirror.
This doesn't feel right. It feels different. Final. It's going to do something to us. I can feel it.
Ignore the cowards. You have to look.
The voices feel a little small and distant as you approach. Silence as you reach forward. They're all gone once again. The mirror always makes them leave, but you need to see what's in it. You wither. You find yourself in the long quiet once again. You're at the cabin.
I am a growing chorus of consciousness. A mass of tides ebbing and flowing all at once in more directions than my attention can bear to hold. To look at any one is to shift
Man.
them all into something new.
This is a
And
lot.
to look away is to reshape them yet again. All of me is changing, and yet the rest of me is still the same.
Interesting. Interesting. You know, at the end of this, do you know what happens to the worlds we leave behind?
My perspectives are shadowed. You have seen what I have seen,
Interesting.
just as I have seen what you have seen. The angles of my vantage do not offer me hidden truths, and my attention is turned inward, except when you are here with me. Perhaps this will change when our work is done.
Huh. Have you figured out what you'll want when we're finished?
The desires of my multitude thrive in endless competition with themselves, but none of them rise above their dance to influence me. I yearn for what I have always yearned for.
This is so interesting. It's so interesting that, like, when you get towards the end, like, all your playthroughs come together. So you can't be a contradiction. Contradictions don't exist.
And yet my waters flow and my streets bustle. There are no words that can describe me into non-existence. There is no logic that can bind my multitudes. I am everything that you have known me to be, but I am also none of it.
Huh. Do you still not care what I bring you next?
I care about your gifts, but I have no preferences. You have your responsibilities, and I have mine.
What do you think of this vessel?
This one is loneliness turned to seething. She could not find her strength in others, so she found it in herself.
I think the next time
Made for
we
the
do this, we
truth
don't
of
take the knife.
Do not mourn her. She isn't alone anymore.
So you don't have any preferences on how you like to change your crow?
The tides do not dictate where they are pulled. A river does not dictate its outlets. My gift
I mean, I
to
guess so.
you is to let you choose your path, and my task is to contemplate the gifts you bring me.
Interesting. How many more vessels do I need to bring you?
We will know when we near our destination.
Alright. How can you stand to be a contradiction?
As easily as you can stand to be you. You are like me, even if you have chosen not to look at the corners of you that do not fit. Even if you have chosen to ignore the brilliant
Oh man.
of your soul.
You know I'm still planning to kill you when we're done with this.
If that remains your choice when all is said and done, then you may try. I will regret destroying you if that is what we come to.
It doesn't matter how many times I go back. At least one of us. Oh no, I already said that before. I'm gonna say I'm ready to go back.
I will be here when it is time for us to meet again.
Everything goes dark, and you die. One more time! You're on a path in the woods, and at the end of that path is a cabin. And in the basement of the cabin is a princess. Those words are gonna be like etched into my freaking brain, bro. It's gonna be etched into my mind.
You're here
To slay her. If you don't, it will be the end of the world.
It will be the end of the world.
Oh my god. I'm gonna literally like just like be in bed and I'm just gonna be like, you're on a path in the woods and at the end of the path is a cabin. Forget it. At the end of the world, what are you talking about? We've already answered a lot of these. Killing the princess seems kind of bad. Okay. Thanks for telling me what to do.
Don't mention it. It's all part of the job. You make your way up the short path to the cabin.
Okay.
You'll find the princess within. We're not going to go through with this, right?
She's a princess. We're supposed to save princesses, not slay them. I even know like the whole affliction in their voices.
He doesn't know what he's talking about.
Go to the cabin.
The interior of the cabin is almost entirely bare. The air
Okay.
is stale and musty, and the floor and walls are painted in a fine layer of dust. The only furniture of note is a plain wooden table. Perched on that table
It's a pristine blade. Okay. I think this time, let's try something
blade
different.
is your implement. You'll need it if you want to do this right.
Hear me out. Hear me out, chat. This time, we've always taken the blade. We haven't gone a single time without the blade. Let's go in the basement without the blade and see what happens.
The
Right?
door to the
Yeah.
basement creaks open, revealing a staircase faintly illuminated by an unseen light in the room below.
I feel like we should try to talk to
This
her.
is an oppressive place. The air feels heavy and damp, a hint of rot filtering from the ancient wood. If the princess really lives here,
Slaying her is probably doing her a
favor.
favor.
Her voice softly carries up the stairs.
Hello? Is someone there?
It's hypnotizing. It's the kind of voice you only have to hear once to remember it for the rest of your life.
Oh, we're screwed.
Don't let it fool you. It's all part of the manipulation. You're playing a dangerous game by coming here unarmed.
I will say we listened to the narrator last time, so you know, let's be nice to her. This is gonna be our nice playthrough. Let's be nice to her. See what happens. So let's say I'm just checking in on you.
You are? It's been so long since anyone's come down here. I was starting to think they'd forgotten about me.
You walk down the stairs and lock eyes with the princess. There's a heavy chain around her wrist, binding her to the far wall of the basement. She's beautiful. How could someone like this be a threat to anyone? I am begging you to stay focused. There's a lot riding on you here.
Hi. Do you think you can get me out of these chains?
All right. Do we talk to her first, or do we just straight up let her go? Do we talk to her first, or do we just straight up let her go? That's going to be the real question here. Because I think you want to talk. All right, let's talk to her first.
Okay.
What's your name?
Oh,
She pauses, carefully formulating her words before she responds.
you can address me as Your Royal Highness. Or you can just call me Princess if Your Royal Highness is too formal.
You don't have a name? That's sus.
Is Princess her name or her title? What if it's both? Could you imagine being named Princess Princess?
So, is Princess your name?
Like I said, you can call me Princess if you'd like. I'm sorry, I've been down here so long I guess I've just forgotten. I must have a name though. Everyone has a name.
Okay, that's weird. She hadn't even thought to pick a name for herself. Hopefully you're starting to see that she can't be trusted.
More like Prince Sus.
Slay her before it's too late.
That's so funny. That's a good one. Oh my god, that was so good. Oh my god. I don't know anything about you. For all I know, you're locked up down here for a reason. If I'm First being seen in a while. What have you been eating or drinking?
I don't see what that has to do with anything.
I mean, how are you staying alive?
This is the only time this is ever going to happen, but I agree with the princess.
How is that hardly relevant?
That's hardly
How is she alive?
okay, but actually, what has she been eating? She has to eat, right?
So we can keep her locked away, actually. Oh, you can go back and get the blade. Interesting. Okay. Let's say... So we wanted to be nice to her, right? Well, we kind of already threw that to the wind, right? So... I'm going to... Shoot. I was sitting here to slay you. You're apparently supposed to end the world. What are you going to do if I let you out of here?
The princess hesitates before responding.
Yeah. Yeah. I listened to you, Bill.
She doesn't know. She's been down here too long to have any idea of what she'd do in another life. She knows what she'd do. She's just searching for whatever answer she thinks you want to hear.
Are you looking for the truth, or are you looking for the right answer? Because with the dynamic we have going on here, I don't think the specifics of what I do really matter. It's not like you'd believe me.
Nah, I believe you. Let's see. Oh, I can't say I believe you. I was sitting here. Okay, I'm going to... I think I'm just going to straight up release her. The top one? I don't know anything about you.
Of course I'm locked up down here for a reason.
Yeah, why are you locked up down here?
I don't actually know what that reason is, but you don't just stuff a princess in a basement and throw away the key without there being some sort of an explanation, right?
You have all the explanation you need. You should know better than to trust whatever she comes up with.
I was sent here to slay you. But... But I don't think you're actually dangerous.
Is that why they threw me down here? But I don't want to hurt anyone. I like the world, I think. I don't remember much about it, to be honest. I've been down here for so long.
That's... How long has she been locked away?
Did they tell you how I'm supposed to end the world?
I was hoping you'd tell me.
I don't know how to destroy the world, if that's what you're getting at.
I believe her. She doesn't have to know how to destroy the world to be capable of doing it.
At the end of the day, whatever the two of us have going on down here is about trust. Whoever sent you to slay me claimed I was a threat to the world, but they didn't tell you why. I don't trust that, and I don't think you do either, or you wouldn't have come down here to talk.
She has a point. We're talking like this for a reason.
So this shouldn't be about what I'd do if I got out of here, or me saying the right thing to convince you to save me. This is about how messed up this whole situation is. This is my life we're talking about. Do you really think I can even end the world? Why would I even want to? We both know that if there's people we can't trust in this situation, it's whoever...
I mean, I'm not gonna lie to you. I don't really
It's
trust the
whoever sent
narrator
you
anymore.
here. And those two groups are probably one and the same.
Don't let her turn the tables here. This isn't about trust. This is about risk. We stand to lose everything, all for the sake of one person, and a subjugating monarch, no less.
I won't kill you, but I can't set you free. We'll lock you away here. We keep her locked away. I'm gonna look at the chains. I'm gonna look at the chains.
Only making this more difficult.
Thank you. Thank you.
You're making a huge mistake. No, you're doing the right thing. You walk up to the chains binding the princess to the wall and give them a tug. They're large and heavy, far too solid for you to even imagine trying to break them apart.
I'm guessing you don't have the key?
Maybe it's somewhere upstairs. Doubtful. Whoever locked the princess away down here intended for her to never see the light of day. They wouldn't have just left the key to her chains somewhere in the cabinet.
Let's see. If there, let's go upstairs to check for it. No, I don't want to leave her actually.
Maybe there's some way to break the chains? Or if that doesn't work, I guess we can always cut me out of them.
She offers the suggestion with almost complete nonchalance. If we
I was thinking the same thing.
Enough, I'm sure we'd be nonchalant about cutting our way out if it meant we could finally be free. You attempt to make your way out of the basement, but the door at the top of the stairs slams shut.
Ah, shit.
You hear the click of a lock sliding into place. Is someone else here?
Try the door.
You try the door, but it's locked from the outside. You make your way to the bottom of the stairs. This would have been so much easier if you'd just taken the blade like you were supposed to. Easier for whom? Easier for everyone. Look at the mess you're in.
I heard the door slam. They locked you down here too, didn't they?
There's a slight panic rising in the princess's voice.
If I could just get out of these chains, I know we could force our way out of here together.
She barely hesitates.
Jesus!
Her arm to her mouth, her teeth tearing through her limb with the determination of a trapped wolf as she rips her flesh.
Oh my god!
The sound comes from behind you, the clang of bouncing metal. It's the blade from upstairs. You're not sure how it made its way down here, but if there's a time to strike, it's now. Or we could use it to free her. You won't like what happens if you do that.
Alright. Save or slay. I feel like we have to save now, right? Like, this is gonna be our last arc for the night, and my name is Save Tonight, right? So, like, I feel like I have to save her now, right? Yeah, we have to save her.
Fine.
Good choice. I agree, FX. Hashtag Save Tonight. Yeah, exactly. See?
Against your better judgment,
Ah, this is
place
like...
the blade against the ragged, self-inflicted wound on the princess's arm, just above the unyielding chain.
Oh my god.
Her to this place. You cut into her flesh. The blade is sharp, and it takes little effort to crack through the bone of her arm. Her limb falls to the ground, and the heavy chains follow suit. She didn't so much as utter a sound through the whole ordeal. No, she didn't. She smiles softly as her gaze meets yours, blood from her wounded arm dripping rhythmically to the ground. How is she still smiling after everything? It's like she isn't even bothered by what just happened.
Thank you. Now let's get out of here.
No, we won't have any of that. The stakes are too high. You can't just let her escape into the world. No.
There it is.
Let her escape into the world. As the princess approaches the bottom stair, your body steps forward and raises the blade.
Oh, he's controlling us now.
Wait, this isn't fair. You can't just do that. Watch me.
What are you doing?
What? That's funny. That's funny because you don't see Warren unless you scroll down. So it doesn't look like you can scroll down initially. Just so you guys can see it from my side. Like, you actually don't even notice that you can scroll down. And if you scroll down, it actually doesn't say Warren until you go all the way down. So we're going to warn her.
Stop that.
come over you, hasn't it? You know you don't have to do this, right?
Your body lunges forward, the blade held low, ready to sink into her heart. But the princess dodges, stumbling back against the wall before the blade has a chance to connect. Stop it. Stop trying to resist me. I'm trying to get you out of here alive.
Resist.
The blade. Move the blade. As your body remains frozen in stubborn resistance, the princess takes a cautious step forward.
We both know this isn't you.
Yeah.
She nervously reaches towards you and takes the blade from your infuriatingly rigid hands. What are you doing?
Listen, bro. She's gonna kill me.
I'm sorry. I'll try to be quick.
She plunges it into your chest, tearing through flesh and sinew. It is agony. But you aren't dead yet.
I mean, to be fair, though, like, it's not like she was evil in doing this. Because realistically, like, homegirl, like, you know, real talk, like, we were going to kill her, so.
Oh no, I'm so sorry.
Stay strong. We can tough it out until it's done. For her sake. For her sake? Don't you start pretending that dying a painful death is some sort of heroic gesture. The two of you have literally doomed everyone. Whatever. She sinks the blade into your chest again and again and again, and you feel every inch of burning pain that slices its way into your body.
I'm sorry.
She doesn't know how to use a knife, does she? Apparently not, though it doesn't matter how sloppy her knife work is, does it? A stab wound is still a stab wound, and it won't be long before you bleed out.
I'm so sorry.
Jesus.
With one
I
last
mean-
thrust of the knife, your legs give out beneath you. You collapse to the floor, your blood pooling around you, your limbs unresponsive. The princess stares down at your ruined chest as tears carve rivulets of pink down her blood-spattered cheeks. It can't just end like this, right? Oh, that's rich coming from you. As much as I prefer for things to have gone differently,
I mean,
you can't deny the reality of
realistically, though, she didn't do anything wrong.
It's over. Everything goes dark, and you die.
The damsel.
You're on a path in the woods.
Alright, and this is where we're going to end it for
In
today.
that path is a cabin, and in the basement of that cabin is a princess.
Alright, y'all. That's where we're going to end for today. Guys, whew, that was a lot. Well, everybody, guys, thank you guys so much for watching. As always, we'll pick this up exactly where we left off tomorrow, at 8:15 Eastern time, all that good stuff. And we're going to see how we went with the trying to save her route. So, GG, save. Good night, everybody. You all take care. Be safe. Make wise choices. Don't do anything too stupid. You know, all that good jazz. But, guys, thank you guys so much for tuning in. All the new subscribers, by the way. You know, greatly appreciate you guys. Really do. But that's it from y'all. Take care, everybody. Peace.